All right, today let's dive into something that I think you guys are all prepping for as we near the end of the year, and that is tax planning. I know, yes, tax planning for the cryptonauts. We're going to talk about that a little bit deeper. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back to Tech Path. Let's get into a little about what tax planning means for you if you're in the crypto space. Right now, if you're like many of our viewers, you have been winning big. And you've been going with a lot of our early bets. You've been dropping into some of these analysis and learning how to invest and how to move your portfolio into the right direction. There's only one problem with that. When you do that like that, it's not a problem. It's a good problem to have. You make money. So you've got a couple of angles that you're going to have to be dealing with, and that is either capital gains tax, or you're going to have to be dealing with how do you reduce your tax bill at the end of the year. One of the best ways is a project. One of our sponsors, of course, is iTrust Capital. And we talk about them a lot, mainly because this is a really good guide for you to take your step into understanding how to move into an IRA for and with using crypto. By the way, you get $100 off, or $100 in Bitcoin and no monthly fees now. So you can jump into this absolutely free. Just use our link below and that'll get to it. Easy to do. Enter your email right here. It's really simple. Drop in there and that can start you on your journey. You don't even have to fund your account in the beginning. Learn a little bit about how you want to do it. Maybe some of the investments you want to make. They'll get you lined up and of course, boom, you're going to be in there. You can even schedule a call with them or even message them right there in the website. So easy to do and easy to get to. I want you to consider a couple of things here and how to lower your taxes. One of these things that is interesting to me is this crypto loophole that's happening. So tax harvesting or tax loss harvesting is a strategy that a lot of people are taking. Now, in traditional investments, you can't do that because it's a wash repeat rule that if you sell an asset, so let me give an example. If you purchased maybe Solana and you want to sell it and take a loss if you had a loss, and use that loss on your taxes, and then come right back in and rebuy that asset. That's the crypto loophole that they're talking about here in this article right here. The opportunity to harvest losses is greater for cryptocurrency investors who can experience more volatility before year end. So you don't have the wash sale situation, which is basically where you go back in and buy it 30 days later. So that in itself, and this is a strategy that I practice, I do this myself, and that is I take a lot of my dog coins, no pun intended, but a lot of my coins that are not doing well, and it's kind of that 80-20 split. So I'll take 20% of the underperforming portfolio, whether or not it's losing money or gaining money, and sell it at year end. I'll sell it mainly for reallocation, okay, one, and two, to take that loss so that I reduce my taxes on something that I can probably take that core investment and put it back into something that's immediately going to start turning and burning again. So big benefit there on tax loss harvesting. And the other thing is that there's a lot of benefits for you guys to dump in money into the IRAs because of the value that this has. Example would be if I think you're under the age of 70, you can put in up to $6,000 a year. If you're over 70, I think 70 and a half, you can put up to $7,000 a year into a crypto IRA. And by putting that in there right now, you're dropping it in. Think about this for a second. Bitcoin, one of its dips, when you have an opportunity to buy a dip like this, you drop in your funds, your fiat dollars into iTrust Capital, and then you immediately drop it into Bitcoin or Ethereum while those dips are happening. When the dips start to fly and we see Bitcoin at 100K, all of those profits completely tax-free. That's the benefit that you gain on building an IRA for your retirement. And that's the thing I think a lot of people, especially the millennial audience that are out there right now, this is a simple step for you guys to take. It's a very easy thing to do. You will thank me when this occurs 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, and you are setting on, could be millions of dollars. So that's one big advantage of it. If you go over to the IRS, and I know nobody likes to visit that website, but here's an example of just, can you participate if you've got a retirement plan at work? Yes, you can still do that in terms of investing into an IRA. Also, can you do, and what can you invest at if you're after the age of 70? As you're building this, remember you can do this every year, so you just continue to keep padding your investment overall. So this is a really good practice to go through. And especially if you're winning in the market right now, do not let yourself get caught up in a tax position. This is not tax advice, but I know enough about understanding about making money in businesses that I've ran over the years, over 3 decades, and you have to be preparing for these things. If you do not prepare for these things, trust me, it will not be a pretty picture at the end. So make sure and jump into that. Also, another advantage that you've got now with them, this is the first time they've offered this. Let me kind of just show you their most recent screenshot they sent over to us. Now you can do an ACH directly into your account. So you can bring it over from a traditional IRA. You can fund it right there from a cash contribution. And then, of course, you can do just right there an ACH right from your bank into the program. And it kind of shows you right here, max contribution at $6,000 per year and $7,000 if you're over 50, not 70. So linking your bank account, boom, you're in there, and now you've got ACH directly in. So you don't have to send a check. You don't have to go through those wire transfers, all that mess that kind of slows you down on these things. It's a direct ACH, much like what you're doing probably with Coinbase and all the different trading platforms that you guys have today. This is a big deal. So now, no monthly fees. You get $100 in Bitcoin when you sign up for this, so it's going to pay you to sign up, and you've got an easy on-ramp in terms of getting your money over to it. Right now, fiat is the way to go in if you don't have an existing IRA. You'll fiat in, then you'll make your trades inside iTrust Capital, and of course you get access to all the primary, key coins out there. I would just suggest, obviously, just stay on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are the ones that I lock in on, and those are the ones you want to give to your children or give to your family or give to yourself as you retire. So just do all that, and you'll be safe and not sorry about going in that direction. Listen, we're going to do a few more updates before the holiday as we get out this whole week. We're going to be doing a lot of updates, so make sure and stay tuned here on the channel. Again, thanks for tuning in over on the podcast. We appreciate all the love over there. But make sure and subscribe to the channel here, because we just gave away $1,000 this week, probably going to turn into $10,000 in terms of volume when that goes into the full bull market with Solana. But that's on the Diamond Circle. All that stuff you can check out in our links if you want to join. And of course, you can always hit me up on Twitter, @Paul Barron. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.